Am I the only one that didn't know about the fascinating history of the UAE? Nestled on the southeastern edge of the Arabian Peninsula, the United Arab Emirates is a nation that seamlessly blends ancient history with modern marvels. Its strategic location at the crossroads of Asia, Africa, and Europe has made it a cultural and commercial hub for centuries. The UAE story is one of remarkable transformation, from its humble beginnings as a land of nomadic tribes to its current status as a global center for trade, tourism, and innovation. The UAE's landscape is as diverse as its history. Towering skyscrapers rise from the desert sands, while pristine beaches beckon visitors from around the world. The country's rich cultural heritage is evident in its traditional souks, historic forts, and vibrant arts scene. This essay delves into the captivating history of the UAE, tracing its journey from ancient times to its present-day prosperity. From the ancient civilizations of Dilmun and Magan to the discovery of oil and the rise of modern metropolises, the UAE's story is one of resilience, adaptation, and unwavering ambition. This essay explores the key periods and pivotal events that have shaped the UAE into the dynamic nation it is today. By understanding its past, we can better appreciate the UAE's present and its promising future. Long before the gleaming skyscrapers and bustling cities, the land that is now the UAE was a vastly different place. It was a land of ancient civilizations, each contributing to the rich tapestry of history that we see today. These early societies were not just mere inhabitants of the land, they were pioneers of trade and ingenuity, laying the groundwork for future generations. The region was home to ancient civilizations that thrived on trade and ingenuity. They established extensive trade routes that connected them with distant lands, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and culture. Archaeological evidence points to human settlements dating back to the Neolithic period, over 7,000 years ago. These early settlers left behind a wealth of artifacts that provide a glimpse into their daily lives and their advanced understanding of their environment. These early inhabitants adapted to the harsh desert environment, relying on fishing, herding, and trade for survival. They developed innovative techniques to make the most of their resources, ensuring their communities could thrive despite the challenging conditions. One of the most significant ancient civilizations to emerge in the region was the Magan civilization, which flourished in the 3rd millennium BCE. The Magan people were known for their expertise in copper mining and metallurgy, skills that set them apart from other contemporary societies. Known for their expertise in copper mining and metallurgy, the Magan people established extensive trade networks with Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley civilization. These trade routes were crucial for the exchange of not only goods, but also knowledge and cultural practices. Their legacy lives on in the UAE's rich mineral resources, which continue to play a vital role in the country's economy. The techniques and knowledge developed by the Magan people laid the foundation for the region's ongoing prosperity. Another prominent civilization was Dilmun, which thrived in the Arabian Gulf from the 3rd millennium BCE to the 6th century CE. Dilmun was a major trading center, connecting Mesopotamia with the Indus Valley and beyond. Dilmun was a major trading center, connecting Mesopotamia with the Indus Valley and beyond. The strategic location of Dilmun made it a hub for the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures, further enriching the region's history. Their ships, laden with copper, pearls, and dates, sailed across the ancient maritime routes, establishing the region as a vital link in the global trade network. These maritime routes were the lifelines of ancient trade, enabling the flow of wealth and knowledge across vast distances. Life in pre-Islamic Arabia was often challenging, shaped by the unforgiving desert environment. The harsh conditions required the people to be resourceful and resilient, qualities that have been passed down through generations. However, the people of the UAE's ancestors demonstrated remarkable resilience, adapting to their surroundings and establishing thriving communities based on trade, agriculture, and a deep connection to their land. Their ability to adapt and innovate ensured their survival and success in a demanding environment. Their legacy is a testament to human ingenuity and the enduring spirit of the UAE's people. The the ancient civilizations of the UAE laid the groundwork for the modern nation, and their contributions continue to be celebrated and remembered today. The 7th century CE marked a turning point in the history of the Arabian Peninsula with the arrival of Islam. Prophet Muhammad's teachings spread rapidly, uniting the once divided tribes under the banner of a new faith. The UAE, like much of the region, embraced Islam, which profoundly impacted its social, cultural, and political landscape. Islam brought with it a new legal system, a shared language, and a strong sense of community. Mosques, like the historic Jumeirah Mosque in Dubai, became centers of worship, education, and social gatherings. The principles of Islam, emphasizing charity, justice, and compassion, became deeply ingrained in the social fabric of the UAE. The arrival of Islam also had a significant impact on trade in the region. The Islamic world's economic influence expanded, and the UAE's strategic location on trade routes connecting east and west became even more crucial. Merchants from the UAE sailed across the Indian Ocean, trading goods such as pearls, spices, and textiles with India, China, and Africa. The adoption of Islam ushered in a new era of cultural and intellectual flourishing in the UAE. Scholars from the region made significant contributions to Islamic jurisprudence, astronomy, and mathematics. The Arabic language flourished, becoming a language of learning and literature throughout the Islamic world. Section 4. European Encounters, Portuguese Traders, and British Treaties. The UAE's strategic location at the crossroads of global trade routes continued to attract attention from distant powers. This unique position made it a focal point for commerce and cultural exchange, drawing traders and explorers from across the world. In the 16th century, Portuguese explorers, led by the renowned navigator Vasco da Gama, arrived in the Arabian Gulf. They were driven by the ambition to control the lucrative spice trade, which was a major economic force at the time. The Portuguese established a significant presence in the region, constructing forts and outposts to secure their trade routes. These fortifications were strategically placed to challenge and dominate the existing trade networks, ensuring their control over the spice trade. The Portuguese presence in the Arabian Gulf lasted for over a century, leaving an indelible mark on the region's architecture and culture. Their influence can still be seen in the remnants of forts and buildings that dot the landscape, blending with the local heritage. However, the Portuguese dominance was not unchallenged. Other European powers, notably the Dutch and the British, sought to break their monopoly and establish their own footholds in the region. This led to a series of conflicts and power struggles. By the 19th century, the British Empire had expanded its influence in the Arabian Gulf. Their strategic interests in the region were driven by the need to protect their maritime routes and ensure the security of their colonial possessions in India. To solidify their control, the British signed a series of treaties with local rulers, known as the Trucial States. These agreements were aimed at protecting British maritime interests and suppressing piracy, which was rampant in the region at the time. These treaties, while ensuring a period of relative peace and stability, also marked the beginning of British influence in the region's affairs. The agreements laid the foundation for a new political order, with the British playing a central role. The British presence in the UAE had a lasting impact on the region's development. They introduced new administrative systems, established schools and hospitals, and played a significant role in shaping the political landscape of the emerging nation. The British influence extended beyond governance and infrastructure. They also facilitated the modernization of the region, bringing in new technologies and fostering economic growth. This period of British involvement was crucial in the transformation of the UAE. The relationship between the Trucial States and the British government laid the groundwork for the UAE's eventual independence and unification. The treaties and agreements forged during this time were instrumental in shaping the future of the UAE, leading to its emergence as a sovereign nation. Section 5. The Birth of a Nation. Uniting the Emirates. This chapter delves into the remarkable journey of how the United Arab Emirates came into existence, a story of vision, leadership, and unity. The mid-20th century witnessed a wave of decolonization across the globe, as many nations sought to break free from colonial rule and establish their own identities. The Arabian Gulf was no exception to this global trend. The discovery of oil in the UAE in the 1950s had a profound impact on the region, transforming its economy and society. The newfound wealth from oil not only brought economic prosperity, but also fueled aspirations for independence and self-governance among the Emirates. The rulers of the Emirates began to envision a future where they could control their own destinies, free from external influence. In 1968, the British government announced its intention to withdraw from the Arabian Gulf by 1971, a decision that accelerated the push for independence in the region. Faced with the prospect of independence, the rulers of the 7 Emirates, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, Al-Quwain, Fujairah, and Ras Al Khaimah, recognized the need for unity to ensure stability and prosperity. They understood that by coming together, they could create a stronger, more resilient nation capable of navigating the challenges of the modern world. After a series of intense negotiations and discussions, the leaders worked tirelessly to find common ground and agree on a framework for cooperation. With the visionary leadership of Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, the ruler of Abu Dhabi, who played a pivotal role in uniting the Emirates, 6 of the Emirates agreed to form the United Arab Emirates on December 2, 1971. This historic agreement marked the birth of a new nation. Ras Al Khaimah joined the federation in 1972, solidifying the UAE as a unified nation and completing the vision of a united Emirates. The formation of the UAE marked a new chapter in the region's history, one characterized by unprecedented cooperation and shared goals. It brought together 7 Emirates with diverse histories, cultures, and traditions under a single banner, creating a unique and harmonious federation. This unity fostered a sense of national identity and shared purpose as the people of the UAE began to see themselves as part of a larger, cohesive whole. The UAE's founding fathers laid the foundation for a modern nation-state, one built on the principles of unity, cooperation, and progress. Their vision and dedication have enabled the UAE to grow and thrive, becoming a beacon of stability and prosperity in the region. The story of the UAE is a testament to what can be achieved when leaders and people come together with a shared vision for the future.